think I saw it somewhere. But
Hello, good morning. How's it going, Pog fam? Hello, Nico.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome to this week's DAO Hall. You may recognize I'm not Jeremy. Jeremy is flying off to Bali this week to meet with some of our partners overseas. And so I don't know that he'll be tuning in today. So we're going to do things a little bit different and kind of pick back up where we left off on the branding yesterday. We'll go through some development updates and talk about what's happening with the DAO. So I think without further ado, we can kind of get into it. If anybody is over on the Discord, one thing that we're going to be doing a little bit different this week is screen sharing this course on YouTube. So you can certainly watch across YouTube. If you're interested in speaking yourself, please ping Leah or Elijah from the community channel, and we can get you the StreamYard link to actually be on camera. Can introduce yourself, can ask questions directly. You can, of course, ask questions in the live stream channel on Discord, and of course, also do that on YouTube. Over on Discord in the live stream voice channels, I think what would be great if somebody is on both the YouTube and Discord to share your screen in the Discord so that those who may not have access to YouTube can join that way as well. Of course, near the end of the hour, we'll be doing a POAP drop. So hopefully we'll get into it then. And hopefully some of you will be well on your way towards 5 POAPs and be able to claim your own Proof of Good Genesis pack and become a co-owner of the DAO yourself. So without further ado, let's hop into it. I'm going to pull up my screen here. Just bear with me a minute. And we can already see some of the comments flowing in. Hey, Kate. Hey, Robert.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good.
Okay. So for those that are new, welcome. If you're not familiar with the Genesis Pack, these Genesis Packs are eligible to be claimed for those who have collected 5 proof of actual participation tokens, POAPs. We do give those out at most of our hosted events, and we have many hosted events each week that you can find over on our Discord channel. In the top of the left navigation, there's an events calendar that Leah graciously updates as soon as we have information about upcoming events. So look up into it. Nico, maybe you want to kick us off with some of the project updates.
Sure. Hey, guys. All right. So let me share my screen then. And am I sharing? Give me one sec. Can you guys see anything?
Let me bring you up on stage. All right.
Okay, cool. So first of all, let me just maybe introduce myself a bit. For those who don't know me, I'm Nicholas. I am based in Europe. I'm French originally. You'll probably spot it by my accent. I am actually working or acting as a product owner in here, and what I'm trying to do really is to bridge to connect and bridge all these business development ideas that everyone has, and try to transform those into things that we actually do on the engineering side. So that's what I'm trying to do. So we have quite a lot of things that are or like ideas and requirements or product briefs that are flowing from different sources. All what we're trying to do is to refine the requirement, check if they are really realistic and feasible, discuss them with engineering team, and then deliver them. You should all be familiar now with the white paper of proof of good. So really our roadmap is aligned with what the white paper says, and there is still a lot to do there. But I'm going to give you a quick update of where we are now. So first, I was just, for those who have access to the roadmap link on Notion, I was just doing a quick filtering on some of the completed tasks that we've done now, just to really give, again, a quick reminder of what we've achieved recently. So the 500 Genesis POC pack drop is pretty much what we have delivered on the new Proof of Good website. And you should all, have been able, as an alpha tester or a volunteer or a partner, or I think there is a fourth category in there, or as a POC POAPs, if you got your 5 POC POAPs, you should have been able to claim your NFT. I think there are still some available, but what we've been working on from an engineering side is pretty much get this whole collection ready and claimable from a blockchain point of view. And then on the front end, bring you to this journey where, you connect your wallet, we check that you are eligible, and then we transfer this NFT into your wallet. So that was really a big achievement, just a reminder, because I think everyone is aware of that. And then we've been delivering some of the DAO governance tool, which I don't know if they're all updated in this page, but that was pretty much about delivering the discourse forum. So if you're not using it for now, you can see in discourse from this website all the different topics in there. And it's really just a forum where people kind of, give their ideas based on the proposals that we are doing, and really an exchange where, you can contribute to that and just, suggest some ideas for improvements, propose any new thing that you want on kind of, or, even challenge what is in there. But this is not directly the DAO. The DAO proposal then goes into snapshots, and on snapshot, I'm not connected. On snapshot, I'm just going to look for proof of good here. Here you go. And okay, I need to be connected if I want to actually contribute to that. But you have all the different proposals in there, and with your with your membership to the DAO, so with your NFT that you've claimed, you should really be able to participate in any of those and vote whether you want to approve or reject a proposal. So I just go to this one that has been approved recently. To have Leyline as an oracle, you have all the details in there. You have the link to the discourse where all the topics were discussed, and you can see everyone who voted and where the status of the proposal is. So that was another thing that was recently done. Again, just a reminder, to let you know that you can do that, and you're actually encouraged to contribute to that as a DAO member. And the other parts are related to some of the recent deliveries. Like you can see your collection on OpenSea. We've been kind of security testing and performance testing all these kind of contract integration. So really just a first view of what happened recently, and then just gonna go back on what we're doing right now. I think I've messed up everything by playing with dates. So let me just get back to that. Sort descending. That's what I was trying to play with the other field, and I broke it. Should I just remove that? Maybe that should work. Okay, cool. So active work. So the main thing we are working on now is really building the proof of good protocol. And it means quite a lot of things, actually. This is really all what the sorry, just trying to access the proper page. This is all what the proof of good website is going to be, and it's split in different parts. So the very first thing we're trying to build now is to build this public view where once you will go on the proof of good website, which is here, we are going to provide or to display a ledger, where in this ledger you'll be able to read, to see every single good deed that has been done from the different oracles that we're integrating. So really our first goal that we are working on right now is to build this public view so that everything can be accessible. And I'm just going to give you a quick overview of some of the fields that you will see in there. So you will see who is the actual member and probably his wallet address, so just a member ID, the good deed that is done, the category it belongs to, the good points that you receive for that, and through which oracle is done that. So if it's through Leyline, you will see that it's Leyline, the time that the good deed happened, and to which sustainable development goal it's actually related. So that's really the first view that we're trying to build right now. And on the engineering side, it involves quite a lot of work. So there are parts that are split between the blockchain, actually creating the smart contract and make sure that we can handle all those transactions and put them on the blockchain so that they are there forever, and we can just query and read them from a user point of view. Then there are other parts where there are more user specifics. Once you will have done some good deeds, you'll just be able to go on the website, again, connect your wallet, and see the good deeds specifically for you, and see some stats of what you've achieved as a volunteer or as a good doer. And then we also need to handle the cases where how do we handle the display for oracles, like how good has been contributing an oracle, so we can gather all this information as we're gathering them from different sources and just display them in the front end, specifically to make it easier to read and to really encourage people to contribute to those oracles. So very briefly, I want to show you a quick view on what it's going to look like. And actually, Robert has been working on that. So if you want to comment on that as well, feel free. But and this is very much work in progress. So don't consider it as how it is done currently, and feel free to suggest some ideas if you have some. So really, what we want to do, again, proof of good website. You arrive in there, you see your ledger, and you're going to see the different transactions in here. So this is going to be your user profile, the good deed you've done, the act it's related to, and the points that you've earned for that. And then we can imagine some aggregated views or rankings, some kind of leaderboards per categories of good do that you've done, or also per actual oracles itself. So, we could think about something like the Red Cross, Boeing as an organization, and then really see how many people have been contributing to that, how many people they help, and all kind of stats that could really be nice to visualize in the front end. And then this is more the the profile views of once you're going to be connected in here, and we recognize who the user is, we can display all sort of stats belonging to that user that make it really something that you can just share with someone and say, this is all the good deeds I've done in the world. So that's just some ideas of how it's going to look like. And the third view in here that we're still trying to really define if that can work for any oracles, but that's just a suggestion of how people could kind of submit their good deeds and what they've done, and then on the back end we would just treat the review of those good deeds and validate them through a system that we are building. So really, that's our main focus at the moment. I don't want to take too much of the DAO time, but I just really wanted to do a quick presentation of that one, because that's all what the proof of good website is, and all this, really this protocol about first making sure that every good deed has been recorded on the blockchain and on the ledger, so that it's there forever. And then how do we show that to the users? And then aside of that, it's still in the design phase, but we are working on some aspects that are more specific to the oracle. So in here, we want to build a page where we would promote the different oracles that we partner with, or the NGOs. Again, still very much work in progress, but the idea is to really promote a specific NGO. And once you go in there, click a card specific to an NGO, then you will see all the activities that you can contribute for that NGO, and you can donate and get some reward in exchange. So that's something we are looking at and trying to design at the moment. POC profiles is just going to show you something very quick as well. This is just some parts I already touched on. Actually, this is all just the profile view once we know who the user is. And let me see. Actually, I don't think this is the one.
I can share you the link. Is the one made by Joshua?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't have to go in detail now. If I don't want to take too much of the time, but really, it's just as any other Web3 sites are doing at the moment. Once you are authenticated with once your wallet is connected, you have access to personal areas where you can change your profile picture or avatar. You can change your email address. You can connect things like your Discord account, and you can see your wallet address. And it's really just things that are specific to the user. So we're just trying to think of how a profile of a user once you're on this website looks like. And potentially this could be about showing, in your personal area, which NFTs belong to you and which POAPs you already earned by attending some of the events, just all about personalizing those views and make them a bit more attractive and stat oriented, so that then you could share, you could share this profile with anyone in the world and just show all things related to how good you are. And then just another quick point on what we haven't really started this part, because it's really dependent on the first part of building the proof of good protocol. But for everyone that is member of Leyline website currently, you've been doing you've been acquiring some good points in the last month or potentially a year now, and we want all those good deeds that have been done in the past to also be recorded on the proof of good ledger. So we are trying to think of a way to migrate all those good deeds on the blockchain so that they are part of your proof of good profile in the future. So that's also an area of that we are trying to design at the moment. And that's really much it on the updates of things we are working on. It's currently very difficult to say when each of those steps will happen, because as I said, they required quite a lot of work. And just on the proof of good protocol side, we need to build the smart contract. the blockchain, and we need to get it right from scratch. We need to fill in the POC database for that. We need to build an API to transfer data to kind of feed in the blockchain good deeds through the different oracles that we're trying to integrate with. Leyline, he's part of this first integration. So, there are lots of different moving parts that we need to resolve and deliver so that you guys can see everything on the front end and website point of view. So yeah, that's what the engineering team is working on, and I hope this was clear enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nico. Y'all have been very busy. Shout out, I see Token Summit DAO is in the room too. Hey guys. Yeah, thank you for that very extensive. It blows my mind the amount of work development and engineering puts out. You guys are killing it. Did have a quick question from Raiden. Do we have public disclosure on how many POG packs are left in each category? From my
I think we can know the amounts that are whitelisted per category, but I'm not sure about the ones that have been claimed already.
Okay, sounds good. So out of the 500 of the original Genesis set, 361 of those have been claimed, which means we're just over 72% of the DAO ownership being filled. It's fantastic. We're doing it. Let's see. We got a question. Let's just quickly clear the queue here. Do we get good points for voting? Great question, Devin. Hey, Devin. Yeah, we do get good points for voting. I believe that is. Do we have the actual allocation for good points per vote? That I'm not sure of. However, if we jump over to the snapshot and the proposal, I believe is up here. Good points for DAO governance. So really quickly, before we move into the next part, which is going to be a continuation of the branding exercise, here, for example, is a proposal that's up right now that's active for any current owners of the Proof of Genesis pack, POG pack. You can go over, connect your wallet to Snapshot. You can see over in Discourse the conversation that's been happening around these. So here's the corresponding Discourse link for that proposal. So in this proposal, Jeremy has proposed that one vote that is approved will get 10 good points. A proposal that's submitted and earns 25 votes will receive 50 good points, and a approved proposal will receive 250 good points. So please, go in, familiarize yourself with the system. The DAO's only as successful as we have this governance mechanism actually working. So for instance, I haven't voted on some of the active ones. We can talk about this one, which I'm close with, which I did want to mention really quickly, Astro Emojis. If you're not familiar with Astro Emojis, we're planning a big impact event with them, kind of a co-promoted event in March. Sometime towards the middle of March, we're tentatively scheduled for March 19th. It'll be a health and wellness event in Decentraland. So we were working with our some of our inside artists, including Remo and Christine Lim, to work on getting this Decentraland event beautiful and displaying a lot of the Proof of Good Genesis packs, as well as really the main focus of that event is to make an impact in health and wellness for those in Web3. So more to come on that. If you're interested in the promotion, the communication, being involved with event production or marketing, please reach out to me on or identify that in Discord. we can certainly get in touch, and the more the merrier. We want this to be a very effective and impactful event, not just within our community and the Astromojis community, but beyond. If you're not familiar with Astromojis, it's a really cool project, and Remo is one of the contributing artists to this project as well. Great. So actually, while we're here, since this is something that I've been working on, I'll show you really quickly for those who are not familiar with how to cast your vote. Really simply, over here in Snapshot, you're going to connect your wallet. Scroll down, choose whether or not you want to vote or not. Click vote. Come over here. If you're like me, you've got a hardware wallet, so you have to sign that on your hardware wallet. If you'll bear with me just a moment. And now my vote is in. I've got two monitors here. Okay, as you can see also on this screen, it's a little bit small, but the quorum is the minimum number of votes for this to pass. This is set at 50. The voting is still open, and we've got 74 and 0 against. So if you really don't like Astromojis, I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you have time to vote no. And I think, over time, once we get more in depth into, some of the, as we continue to grow, there's going to be, votes. Everything is not going to be necessarily 100%, and that's okay. That's the purpose of this exercise, right, in governance. Anyways, moving forward, let's talk about branding. So last week we began kicking off the second workshop in branding, where we went through mission statement examples, visual statement examples, key messages, and sound bites. I'd like to continue that. We're going to spend about 15 minutes on this, and we'll do a POAP drop, and then we'll wrap up with a Q&A, as well as go through some of the open quest boards, some of the open quests. So without further ado, let me drop this link for those that may not have it. Please go over and join the Miro board yourself. Let me drop that really quickly in Discord. Cool. All right, let's jump in. I see we are starting to get people here. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. So I'd like to spend some more time today going through the mission, the vision, the key messages, the sound bites. So if everybody could kind of take, let's say, 5 minutes and go through, if you haven't already added in a mission statement, please go in, look at what a mission statement is, look at some of the examples from in the top left corner. I've included some examples from both within our brand and without. And then after, go through each one, and after 5 minutes, we will hop back in and we'll continue with the next part of this exercise. Yep, I will zoom in, but please join the link yourself and contribute. If you're unfamiliar with Miro while other people are working, I'll show you really quickly, just a quick way to copy, paste, and add in. I know it's not necessarily intuitive if you haven't used it before. You can, let's see, just copy an existing note, paste it, double click, change it to your entry, press enter, and then up at the top, you can say add tag. So please, if you're comfortable, go in and add your name, and we'll know who submitted each. And that will be helpful for the next portion of this exercise. All right, let's leave that for a few moments, and then we'll check back in 3.5 minutes. Suppose in the meantime, if there's any questions, let's see, can we zoom in? Nice reminder. Okay. Yep, Opry, you can join that mirror link right now. I'll drop that again in the channel, in the YouTube. It's also posted over on our Discord. If you haven't joined the Proof of Good DAO Discord, please do so. You will need that for the POAP drop. Okay, let's see. Do we have any questions popping up? Hey, Willow. Willow, if you've got a question, you can drop it right in general or live stream on Discord, or you can drop it into YouTube. I am kind of managing the production of StreamYard as well as presenting today, so I do apologize if something gets overlooked. Just re-enter it during the Q&A portion at the end, and we'll absolutely make sure that we've saved some time for that. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Julio. Hey, Danielle. Danielle, just click an existing note and do a Control-C, Control-V, or Command-C, Command-V if you're on Mac. Is voting anonymous? That's a great question. I believe so. There's some, and Nico, maybe you correct me if I'm mistaken here. I believe it is. However, if you own more than one Proof of Good Genesis pack, then you will only be able to vote for that total number based on wallet address. So if you have a wallet that has collected 1,000 good points and are an alpha tester and have 5 POAPs, or are a core team member, you may be eligible for 3 Proof of Good packs. And when you vote, you'll be voting with all 3 of those votes. If you were to move those to different wallets, then you would have the ability to vote separately. Although the use cases for that, I think would be a bit limited, but they're your votes. Okay, with respect to time, I think we're going to close that up and jump into the next section here. So let me make this a little bit wider. Okay. What I'd like to do is spend 8 minutes going through each of these, by ourselves, and we can certainly also do this as a group. Over here on the left, in the left nav, you'll see a pen or a marker. For everything that we agree with, we want to go through and put a green check mark to the right. If you're iffy about it, you can just leave it blank. You don't have to put a green check mark next to everything. And for those that you disagree with and say, that's not really what I think our brand is, go ahead and put a red X next to it. So I'll just, for example, proof POG DAO spread goodness. That looks good to me. I'm putting a green check mark next to it. You can change the color over here to red. Nike, that's not us. Don't want that. So let's spend the next 8 minutes, and I'll read through some of these if people want to follow along, and people can talk about their own, but feel free to jump ahead. What we're looking for here is to find what has the most check marks, what is in the most agreement, quorum of sorts, to use some of our DAO snapshot language. And so let's kind of hop in. Going back to mission, the mission statement defines what line of business a company is in, why it exists, or what purpose it serves. What is your organization's purpose? Why does our organization exist? We've got, let's see, Lindsay put in, oh no, this is that's an example. Healing the world, one good act at a time. I like it. I agree. Transforming our world by modeling the power, effectiveness, and joy of collective altruism. I like it. You'll notice like the mission statement can take on many different forms. Some are more long format. Some follow like a 1, 2, 3 type approach. We are this, this, this. Others are very straightforward, right? TED Talks, for example, up here. Spread ideas. Ley line, mission statement. End poverty. Very simple, very straightforward. We're looking for effective and, to speak to the point. Really like altruism with agency. Return on impact. That's a winner. The most impact to the most in need. That was mine. I see you in here, Jason Juncker. How are you doing? Here's some other examples for vision. Vision statement looks forward and creates a mental image of the ideal state of the organization that the organization wishes to achieve. It is inspirational and aspirational and should challenge employees. What problem are we looking to solve, seeking to solve? Where are we headed? If we achieved all our strategic goals, what will we look like 10 years from now? No suffering left behind. That's a bad check mark, but a great suggestion. Thank you, Carla. Be better together. That one was mine. I still like it. Change the game, change the world. Change the world, change your future. A world that rewards acts that move humanity forward over non-value add acts. Screen time, likes, etc. Create a compassionate, abundant, and sustainable global society whose purpose is to accelerate humanity's transition to a sustainable and free society. Wow, you guys. And empower the disempowered by creating a more equitable world. We've got some wordsmiths. Okay, we're going to move right along. We got 4 minutes left in this exercise. Then we're going to wrap up, move into the POAP drop. Key messages reinforce the brand's mission, vision, and values as it relates to the product and audience that are applicable to all work that the company does. More broadly, key messages are representative of the entire brand, not necessarily one specific aspect. So while Leyline's mission may be end poverty, the key messages for Proof of Good DAO should not necessarily be poverty specific. They should be key messages that encompass poverty, but are more broadly reaching. Similarly, over to the right, soundbite examples. These would be where key messages is closer to voice, sound bites are closer to tone. These would be kind of specific to a campaign. So I probably said it better up here. For example, a specific sound bite for a world peace campaign would not necessarily be appropriate for an end world hunger campaign. Think about the different oracles and projects we work with and create oracle specific sound bites for marketing use. So back over to key messages. Power to the people. Never forget how awesome you are. We help you help people. Hans is not on call today, but I really like that, Hans. Make kindness contagious. Brilliant. Hope is all you need. Hope is here. Gamifying good. Gamifying income. It's all in the backpacks. Oh, I wish somebody had tagged himself on that. That's I don't know. I like it. I don't know if I like it or love it, but decentralization starts here. Rewarding your good deeds. Straight to the point. Your voice makes a difference. That's curious. Be the change you want to see. Good deeds, good points, good rewards. I thought that was going to be good gracious. Let's see. Stacks for good acts. It's a classic. Good acts and backpacks. All right, that's a new twist. I like the flavor. Build the world you want to live on. Okay, we got 1 minute left, and I'm over on the soundbite example. Let's see. The kids are going to be all right. These really are. Sound bites might be a little bit more difficult without specific Oracle context. We can certainly get into these as we continue to onboard oracles. So with Astromojis and the impact event next month, certainly going to be leaning and doing some more of these brand messaging exercises to really knock this one out of the park. Also, if you're unfamiliar, just really quick, shout out to Suffolk University, Arts and Design Department, Entrepreneurship and Entrepreneurial Club, and Blockchain Club, all going to be participating heavily both in the Proof of Good DAO as well as this March 19th impact event with Astromojis. So big ups and much thanks around there. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll do a continue. I'm going to take the results of this. Feel free to continue to cast your votes while we continue the rest of the meeting. I'm going to take the results of this, kind of codify that. We'll come back for the continuation of this branding workshop. It wouldn't have been possible without you. And for people that are working on this branding stuff behind the scenes, our thoughts don't really represent the brand, right? We're just a small portion of this huge worldwide project, and wouldn't be possible without your insight and voice. So thank you much. I think without further ado, we can probably move on to the POAP drop. Let's just double check our schedule here. For the POAP drop this week, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Paco or Elijah, but I believe we're going to be sending everyone over to Discord. So if everybody wants to go over to Discord, join the voice channel over on our Discord. They're going to be taking a quick snapshot and issuing the POAPs throughout that. So if you're not on the Discord, this is a great opportunity to join it. That's our main hub of communication. Certainly we're on Twitter and expanding to some other social media outlets, of course, as well. But Discord has got all of our information and official links as well. So let's see, who do we have over here in Discord voice channel? Okay, getting Okay. And if somebody wants to go ahead and drop that Discord link up on YouTube, alternatively, you can go over to proofofgood.io. And in the bottom left corner, you will see the link to our Discord right down here. Oh, you can't see it because I've covered it up. 1 second. Yeah, right here. Click on Discord. Once you're over in Discord, I'll just show you on mine. Once you're over on Discord, scroll down to the voice channels. Join the voice channel. And we'll be doing a snapshot from there. While we're doing that, please make sure you go over and do that. And from there, I believe that we're going to be issuing the drop through the bot. So if you're on Discord and you're in the live channel, you will receive a bot message. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong here. If not, please DM Paco or Elijah. We prefer that you don't have to do that, so that they're not bombarded with 150 messages of people who have attended looking to claim the POAP. But if you can join the general voice channel, then we can do a snapshot and we'll be all set. Okay, let me check the messages here. Sorry, a lot of production happening behind the scenes, guys. Sorry, I'm looking all over here. I've got screens and okay. Anyways, let's open it up to questions from the audience. Let's scroll up and find. If you've got any additional questions, feel free to drop them in Discord or YouTube. We'll get to them quick, and then we will wrap up. Willow, great question. Can we host differentiated DAO halls in the future, perhaps targeting different entry points, tech fluencies, and background? 100%. Yep. We, in the past, we've put out polls and asked for feedback from the audience. What would you like to do in or see in upcoming DAO halls? Brand messaging was one that I guess rose to the top from the DAO in previous weeks, but especially for young professionals, and we're really big on mentorship within the community as well. I think it would be great, just whether that's a Q&A section, a AMA type section, or presentation on what it is to work within a DAO, what it is to work from the development business unit or engineering business unit or business development and strategic partners. I think that's a fantastic idea. Perhaps, Leah, we could open up a poll sometime this week to see where people's interests lie. Also, speaking of polls, if you haven't participated, we are looking to figure out what are we going to call our family? What are we going to call ourselves? What's the community, right? So Kraken's got the Krakenites, and Billionaire Zombies Club is the BZC Army. And so Leia's created a poll that you can find over in Discord, I believe in the announcements channel or on our Twitter, that we're looking for form submissions. So whether we are Poggies or Proof of Gooders or the Do-Gooders, or I don't know. See, this is why I'm not responsible for naming the community. Great. Let's see. What else do we have here? How do you know if you've deafened yourself? Right. Oh, I see. I think we're talking about muting ourselves. Okay. Small glitch with the POAPs. Just hold on for a little bit. Very cool. Thank you, Paco. Thanks for the kind words, Andrew. Okay. I'm not sure. I think, Chris, this is in response to somebody else's question. I'm not exactly sure where that came from. If anybody else has any questions, please let us know. The other thing that I wanted to discuss, and perhaps Nico, you want to kind of discuss in greater detail, is the quest board for volunteer opportunities. There's ways for people who are just joining the DAO, who are looking to get involved, to kind of get started right away, be clued in or tagged into somebody that's on the core team from the appropriate business unit, and jump right in with tasks, receive some mentorship, kind of be brought into the fold a little bit more, and kind of really learn the inner machinations of the DAO from the inside within the core team as well. If you have not had the opportunity to do that, go over to Get Involved on Notion. I'm gonna drop this over on YouTube. Follow along here, and it'll walk you through what it is to be a quest apprentice, a quest hunter, and the various tasks that are open. From there, you can also see, so after you reviewed the Get Involved section, you can pop over to the quest board Lite and see everything that is being worked on right now. If you're unfamiliar with Notion, this is a bit of a note-taking / project management tool that we use internally and externally to manage production. So over here, you can see those that these quest tasks that have not, these quests that have not, don't have a status, haven't been picked up by anyone or assigned yet, those that are open, and you can see the various different business units, and you can filter by that as well. Over here, we've got in progress, completed, and on hold. And the way this works is, as you're working on something, okay, it's open, I've been assigned it, right? Or it's in progress, I've been working on it, and I've reviewed it, it's been approved, and we move it over to complete. It's all here in the quest board Lite and the instructions that I just dropped in the YouTube comments. So oh, okay, fun news. Now that you've joined the Discord for Proof of Good DAO, head on over to Leyline's Discord for the General Voice channel. Paco is serving up some, let's see, hot POAPs and cold cocktails. So we'll be using the bot over on Leyline. And if somebody doesn't mind just dropping that Discord link in YouTube and over on Discord as well, for those that might be new and might be unfamiliar with our work with Leyline. For those that are unfamiliar, maybe this is your first interaction or first event from Proof of Good, or with Proof of Good. Leyline is really the founding company and the first oracle of Proof of Good DAO, whose mission is simply end poverty. Jeremy founded this along with the core number of the core team some months ago, golly, 24 months ago, quite some time. And through that, I'll just give you a quick demo, right? So over at Leyline, you can find out leyline.gg. You can find out everything that Leyline has been working on, how you're doing good. You can also claim rewards really simply. So go create your account. You get paid in good points. Good points also being the standard on the Proof of Good protocol, which we are planning on launching early next month, middle of next month. But I exercised this morning. There's 10 good points. I got 6 hours, 7 hours of sleep. It's 10 points. I donate my processing power through Boink, and I personally have donated over 300 hours. I think, I'm sorry, over 600 hours. And I believe collaboratively, just Leyline alone has donated over 300,000 hours of CPU time to mapping cancer markers and unfolding proteins for the University of Berkeley in California. University of California, Berkeley. Great. And when does the submission for proof of good nickname close? Let's see. I think Leah will be able to answer that. But if not, go over and check the announcements in Proof of Good DAO for more information there. Okay, guys, we got 2 minutes left. If anybody has any questions, please drop that in our Discord. Be happy to get people synced up. Look at those quest boards as well, and have a great week. If you are on your way to collecting 5 POAPs and becoming a co-owner of the DAO yourself, please head over to the Proof of Good DAO Discord. Again, at the top hand of the left navigation, somewhere up here on your Discord, you'll see the events that are coming up. Most of those events that are hosted by us will also be POAP drop events. So it doesn't take long. It just takes, some engagement. And, the purpose behind that is really to curate a DAO co-ownership right now of highly engaged and highly motivated do-gooders, people that want to have provable good in the world transparently. With respect to time, guys, thank you so much. Again, if you're out there on that POAP search to get your 5, make sure you're heading over to Leyline GG. The Leyline Discord. Head over to that voice channel. We'll have instructions on the Proof of Good DAO to send you over there, and then we'll get you sorted with the POAPs. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Nico or Robert, any closing thoughts?
No, let's fucking good, as someone said in your billboard. And yeah, thanks a lot, Jeff. Very
all right. Yeah, thank you so much for co-hosting.
Thank you, Jeff. Awesome.
Thanks, Robert. And we'll have Jeremy back next week. So bye, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful day. Ciao.
Bye.